Greetings, guys and girls and fellow gamers. My name is Kickz, and welcome to Alpha 21 Experimental Branch. We finally got access this weekend. We're going to check out some gameplay. We're going to go over the patch notes. We're going to go into the game and spawn in things, test them out, look at the water changes, look at everything that we can see, and have a good time doing it. I hope you guys are going to have a good time with the stream, and if you're watching it as a video, I hope you're going to have a good time with that too. Now, just to be upfront about this, because this video will be on my homepage, just to let you know right here, so I don't forget, I will be on holidays until the end of June after this weekend. So I think Sunday night would probably be the last time I stream anything. So there will probably not be any more 7 Days to Die from me. I'm not going to start a playthrough until I'm back from holidays. So in the meantime, check out the other guys, Cage, Cap, all the other ones that or whoever you prefer to watch. Cap and Cage are the ones that I always go to by default. So you can tell them I sent you. But also Kane's, of course, check out Kane's as well. He's probably going to be messing around with things as soon as he can. But anyway, so with that out of the way, let's have a look at the patch notes and start there. So the patch notes have been quite big. Let me just open it here. And let me open them. So you can see them? Yes, you can. Okay. So don't forget to change chat to live. Yes, that's very important. So change your chat to live. What is that? Fan funding, super chest channel manager, gifting. What is that? That is new. Oh, okay. That is awesome. They added a new option where you can just see people who did super chats in case you missed them. Well, if we ever get that popular, then that would be a good option. Anyway, so let's have a look at the patch notes and goes through there. So this is all the introduction, yada, yada, yada. What is that? Oh, is there anything publishing hard towards the gold version's impressive mountain of work? If you've never played 7 Days to Die and you have not played it for a while, you're going to want to check out Alpha 21, of course. Yeah. So there's nothing new here about console, anything. Is there actually anything about console in here? I don't think so. It's just about console commands. Oh, support for saves on other platforms. For example, consoles. Huh. Interesting. That is something I haven't thought about. I didn't expect to see. So that is a slight hint at things, I would say. Unless that's referring to something completely different. Because I know the word console is obviously for something different. Yeah, that's the only mention they did. Okay, very good. So you don't have to look through any more than that. I'm so excited for the stream. I'm so glad you're not on holidays yet. Yeah, no, me too. I definitely wanted to get this out of the way. So we're not going to start a playthrough. This is we might do a little bit of gameplay to see how the new loot system works. But overall, environmental art, we don't have to go through it. This is the link as well to the actual patch notes if you want to look at them for yourself. That is the actual link. And you can get all the details there in case there's things I will be skipping, like the art stuff, graphics have been improved. I know that. So I already created a world and it created the world really, really, really fast. We're actually going to do that together as well, just so we can see how quick it is. So they added new doors. They actually have a new door system, I believe, as well. Introducing an exciting new range of doors, including the much anticipated double doors. Yes, thank you very much for the double doors. We so far had always had to use single doors and then put them opposite from each other, and it was always an ugly solution. Certain doors may develop holes large enough to pass through without being completely destroyed. Okay. Large container changes. When emptied, smaller containers such as trash bags, backpacks, and bird's nests will now be destroyed. That is great because I have a mod for that in the moment. And especially bird's nests, because they respawn, it was always so tedious to destroy them ourselves. And in containers like clothing racks and file cabinets, gun safes, and so on, they will be swapped with an empty version of them. So this is all stuff we can check out then later on during the gameplay. One upgrade per hatch or door. Well, that's something we're going to have to check out, yes. We're going to love ourselves some double Ds, absolutely. And remember, guys, yes, please leave a like so we get as much attention on the video, on the stream as possible, so it gets shared by YouTube as many times as possible. So we have hazards. Water, world water. We made a visual improvement to water to prevent water from clipping into semi-solid block shapes. That is actually awesome because I remember having the issue always where water would come through semi-blocks and it was just so painful. Under the hood, we've overhauled water simulation to improve performance, reducing traffic and network traffic, and provided more consistent and natural flow behavior. That is good. Again, I might paraphrase some of these or just quickly read over the first paragraph only. The notes are linked here. I'm going to actually pin them. So you have the patch notes pinned there in the top, so you can read them yourself. The game has received an exciting update with the addition of a hazard system. This latest release introduces flame hazards that must be deactivated with specific locations in order to advance on your path. So that is inside a building then, inside a POI? That would be amazing. And then, of course, the gore system that they introduced, they now applied it to more zombies, which is really awesome. Now, the new overhauled locations, I'm not going to go through them. You can, again, look through all the POIs yourself that they have overhauled. That is something that would be just not something we want to read line by line through. POI and biome difficulty improvements. When you enter a POI, a HUD pop-up will be displayed in its name and difficulty tier, which represents the number of red skulls. That is actually true. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to also check out the game at the same time while we do that, so we can actually look at these things. So I already created a world here. And there's no new settings. The only new setting, and that's something they mention in the patch notes now in a second, is the chunk reset timer, which is an absolute phenomenal thing. I love that they added that. So you have a loot respawn timer, which basically all the containers that exist still will respawn their loot every 7 days or every whatever. It's just 5 days, whatever you set. 7 is the default, yeah. But the chunk reset time, which is I think by default disabled, yeah, resets a whole chunk back to its original state. So if you play in something like a small map, Navezgane or something, yeah, and you go through an area, you completely mow down a building, it collapses, whatever, you completely destroy everything, and we're gonna create a world together now, so you can see it, yeah. It actually will completely reset that chunk to its original state, unless you have land claim blocks or something there. Now, well, of course, if you have loot anywhere in those buildings without a land claim block or a bedroll, well, that's it. You're screwed. It's gone. Yeah, and that is awesome. We definitely have to check this out. So let's actually go and check out creation of a new world. Skylar, thank you so much for Cerveza on holidays. Thank you so much. We're going to have a lot of beers on you. Thank you very much for the 20 euros. That's very much appreciated. And I can see now in the fan funding section of my chat, I can see that now, which is amazing. Thank you so much. That's very much appreciated, Skylar. So let's create a new game, experimental 2, and let's do an 8K or let's do a 10K. Yeah, they actually have a pre-gen. Oh, they have a pre-gen. So let's go random world, experimental 2, and make it 2K. Oh, mine was fast because I created it from a pre-gen, I think. Okay, so let's completely from scratch create an 8K world and see how much faster it is now. RNG. There we go. So we leave everything default. Doesn't really matter. So let's, oh yeah, just leave that not listed. And region should be Europe. Okay, I don't know if that makes a difference, but let's do this. So now before... So I'm going to start creating now. It was a lot faster earlier because I forgot it was pre-generated. So let's see how long it's actually going to take. So before, it took a very, very long time. I've just pressed the like button right now. Thank you so much, John. That's very much appreciated. Stay Gold A21 streamer weekend. Game will drop Monday, I believe, for us peons. Yes, the peasant release will be... I'm sorry. No, I don't mean it like that. You know me. I'm joking. I'm always very appreciative that we get early access to these things. I think the official release is on Monday. If they stick with the same release time, then it should be 2 hours ago on Monday. So whatever time is 2 hours ago for you. So the full hour. So which would be 12 p.m. CET, I think, or 6 p.m. GMT, something like that. But yeah, let's have a look. It's 12:11 when we started it. It used to take quite a long time. So while this is loading, let's continue on some of the patch notes. Again, this will load away. No worries there. And as soon as it flicks over, we can see it in the background. So when you enter a POI, a HUD pop-up will be displayed, its name and difficulty tier, which is represented by the number of red skulls. These POI names will also appear on the quest text at the trader. When you enter biome, you will see the biome difficulty represented by the number of orange skulls. That is actually really awesome, because so far we had to always go back and look up difficulties or look at the loot bonus, the loot bonus thing that you got that showed you like your loot number. And whenever you went into a different biome, you could see if the number went up or down, and that kind of told you how much more difficult it is. The overall difficulty of the POI environment is represented by the number of red orange skulls. Okay. POI localization, that's fine. We don't need to read about that. Infestation quests. We have added a new quest type we call infestations. Ooh, which starts at tier 2. The system takes a supported POI and adds a +1 to its tier. Is that like from State of Decay? Is that the logic of State of Decay? In an infestation quest, the zombie counts are multiplied to create a challenge. At the end, it will reward you with a special loot box, almost always found in the loot room. This left tier 5 POIs with infestation in a bit of a pickle. The 5 POIs as an infestation quest can now be found as tier 6 difficulty POIs. Wow, okay, that's pretty awesome. Just click the like button in the balls. Yes, thank you so much. Right in the back of the foreface, right in the testicular area. It's just double the zombies in it. Oh, okay, so it's like a +1 to its tier. Okay, so in this case, then it would be like a tier 3. Okay, that's fair enough. Which is actually quite nice. It's a good challenge. I like that a lot. It's Jelly. How are you? Good evening to you as well. Random generated world update. It's still running, so it's been running for 3 minutes now. Random world generation has gone through the biggest iterative updates to date. Okay, they have learned, blah, blah, blah. And we are committed to creating, the latest release focuses on improving the random world generation speed, visuals, POI placement, and adding new features to enhance the player experience and addressing several bugs. Many notable improvements include creation speed has been greatly improved. Generation speeds up to 4 to 5 times faster. Well, it could take up to 10 minutes before, I think. Let's actually see where we're at with the random world generation. We're generating the wilderness POIs in the moment. And we're at, it's actually going quite, it's an 8K map. For an 8K map, that's quite the pace. That's actually not bad. Let's see what's after the wilderness POIs. Okay, it's getting a bit stuck there now, doing the next thing, I guess. Maybe roads. Is it the roads and everything? Oh, you can shoot through doors when it's damaged. Now I wonder, can you shoot underneath a table or underneath a chair leg? Saving roads. There we go. There's the roads being done now. So we have the roads in. Writing final data files. Okay, so in total it took now 5 minutes. Now I don't have the best PC anymore. Like it was new like several years ago. So if you have a PC that you bought in the last 3 years or 4 years, you will be running twice as fast as me. So no worries there. Traders are also specialized now. Yes. So let's continue on the PO and on the patch notes, and then we can look actually at some things while we read through the patch notes to make it kind of more interactive. Creation speed has been improved. Merging highways between gateway tiles and township rural tiles have been added. Excuse me. Oh, I'm drinking so much sparkling water today. It's so hot. So apologies for all the expressive air. A new scoring system for prefab pick ordering entries. Okay, that's just how they pick prefabs. Country tiles have been added. Road smoothing has greatly been improved. A new game button has been added to the advanced generation screen to allow players to immediately play the map they have generated without having to remember the map name. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Chunk reset system. So this is what we had talked about a second ago, the chunk reset system. So let's see where we're at with the map. Oh, the text disappeared. That could be a good sign. That usually means something is about to happen. Something is about to go boom, and then you're in the game. And you see the hands and you go, ding, ding, ding. Oh, building the environment, not finished yet. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, and we popped in. So that was 6 minutes for me, an 8K map. That is really interesting. So let's show the FPS. FPS is looking good. Graphics are looking good. And of course, we're going to debug mode and stop any of the zombies. There we go. Oh shit! Okay, so this is a military installation, and Alpha 21 did the touchies. Okay, so Alpha 21 touchdown, I guess. I think that was the quickest death. Yeah, absolutely. So where were we? Here. Okay, there we go. So this apparently has mines, and you can see them there. They're the blinking red things. Can you actually disable them or dismember them? No, you can't. Okay. It's like the game Welcome to Alpha 21, bitch. Okay, so started with a bang. So very good. So it took 6 minutes to generate. Let's have a quick flyover. And let's have a look at some of the road smoothing and everything that they were talking about. There is a... how do we do that again? T? No. There is a map over there. Sorry, a little town over there. And straight away... Oh, look at that. You have the biomes actually right here surrounding us. That's pretty awesome. So we have the green biome here. We have the desert biome there, and okay, interesting. So, yeah, you will get in close to the buildings now. So let's head over here, and let's have a look at some of the POIs. Lathan Hardware has 1 red skull. Swigging Serum has 1 red skull. So each building has its own kind of difficulty. That's interesting. The bathhouse. So this one here has to... Oh, it's also 1 red skull. Fine swines. I love it. Fine swines. Okay, is there a bigger building here somewhere? Oh, look at the cars. They overhauled the way the cars looks. They look amazing. That is pretty awesome. Look at the rust. And no loot. No loot. And here we have... Oh, there's nothing here. Eric's stuff is no skulls. He's a big no-no skull. Okay, so there's no zombies in here. And then that's the metalworks. Yeah, the zombies are not moving. I've paused them because I just wanted to look at all the road smoothing and stuff like that. So yeah, that doesn't look bad. So let's see if we can get into a big town somewhere. Is there a big town somewhere? Especially in the green area. So the mountain roads. How do the mountain roads now look? Let me see. Whoopsie, I went too far. There. So that actually looks all really good. I like that. Not too steep because you... Okay, it's a bit steep here, but usually you had loads of problems getting up and down with the bike in any of these. So that looks like it's better. Do they lead to anywhere as well? They should always lead to somewhere, I guess. Yeah, up here, look at that. Whole road system and then the disappearing house. And this is a big boy house, isn't it? Yeah, 4. The right residence. Like, that is a 4-skull house. Okay, so enough looking at that. Let's have a look back at the node system here. So we've added a new advanced game option called Chunk Reset Time, which is what I went over earlier, which explains it here better. Enabling the setting will cause chunks to be reset to their original state when left unvisited for a specified in-game duration. Land claims, bedrolls, and other important player-owned objects such as backpacks and vehicles will prevent nearby chunks from being reset. So you don't have to worry about them. However, loot containers and workstations, which are not within a protected area, can be reset. So players use these features must be mindful of that. That is pretty awesome. Then we have survival rebalance. The enhanced survival by boiled water now requires a cooking pot on the campfire. Okay, that's something we're gonna have to check out. So now when we let's go back to our starting point. That was kind of nice and flat and not dangerous at all. Actually, let's go over here to this little place. Oh, look at that. The new car system looks good. What's the car loot like? Is there any changes? No, we still get rubbish. Okay. We have the Harrison residence. Barks look really good. I do love the new textures for everything. It looks really, really nice and crisp. It's very awesome looking. Okay, so let's have a look at the fire. So if we get ourselves... Oh, look at that. All the new stuff. If we get ourselves a campfire... And we're gonna get ourselves a pot. And we get ourselves a... Might as well get ourselves a grill. And then we get ourselves some wood. There we go. Okay, so... Ah, look at that. There's the graphics changed as well on that. Very nice. So now if I go for water... Water requires a cooking pot. Oh, look at that. Look at this. That is awesome. And what about this? Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, now I need to see what the beaker looks like. Oh, the beaker is something they added over here. Okay, so it adds a little... Oh, this is so awesome looking. Do you know if you can turn off the skulls if you want to? I don't know if they're shown. Actually, let me go out of DM mode because sometimes this happens when you're in debug mode. Yeah, so it doesn't show it here. Maybe it only shows... Oh, yeah, it shows it when you get in, but on the top right, you can see the Harrison residence is 2 skulls. I don't think there's any options to turn that off. But I'm pretty sure you can get a mod very quickly to turn that off. So the very first time you come into an area, so when you're outside the area of the building, I don't know if it does it again now, but the very first time you get into the building area, it shows you like the Harrison residence pop up, like it said in the patch notes, and then you can see it in the top right. So okay. Now, water requires a pot, and also, I think, let me see, get some murky water. Did they not change something else on the water? So how much does one take? 50 seconds. Oh, they have the new tracking system here that you can see what you need for crafting it. Which is pretty cool. But you can only track one thing, I believe. Yeah, so it just replaces each other. And they added models for the accessories, like on Icarus. I don't know, yeah, I don't play Icarus, I have no idea. So they added models to the graphics, like, which is really nice. Okay, let's see if anything visually happens when it's done cooking the water. Is there 5 seconds left? No. Oh! Do you see that? That is nice. So... when you cook something, the flames are higher than when you're not cooking something. That is amazing. That is really lovely. So now when you have multiple things working, it's really, really nice. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Malside Forensics, how are you? Let's see if there's an empty jar after drinking. Oh, yeah. I don't think there is. So if we drink now... Oh, yeah. What do we get actually from drinking now? Let me see. I keep going into the wrong thing. Stamina regen, no health, no dysentery. Okay, use. Yeah, there's no empty jar now. Yeah. No empty jars. So, which is weird. I think they've done away with that, but they've probably mentioned it in the patch notes. So let's get back to that. Let's make sure we stay in God mode, actually, so that we don't die. Boiled water now requires a cooking pot. Most clean water and drinks have been extremely lowered in loot. A new dew collector workstation has been added to provide clean drinking water. Crafted in the player backpack, players will need to visit a trader to obtain a key component, a water filter. Okay, so let me see, a dew collector. Oh, that is unlocked. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Ah, damn it. Sorry about that. At the door. So I had to go downstairs for a second. My apologies. So anyway, dew collector. Let's have a look at the dew collector. Sorry about that. Bleeds out for eating glass, but here's at least hydrated. Guess the sugar jars. Players goes nom 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 after drinking. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why they would be disappeared. Sorry about that. I had to quickly go downstairs. But everything is fine. So let's have a quick look at the dew collector. So the dew collector is locked. It's behind a workstation. Oh, excuse me. So we have to unlock the dew collector at a workstation? Okay, that's interesting. So let's just spawn one in and see how it works. So I think the dew collector must have access to the sky. So crafted in the player's backpack, players will need to visit a trader to obtain a key component of water filter. Water is slowly accumulated over time at a rate of approximately 3 jars every 24 games. So I think they removed the jars simply because I think the only reason you needed a jar was for water. You didn't need any jars for anything else. So I think removing it in this case kind of made sense, because what's the point of a jar, of an extra item that you have to keep track of in the game code that literally has no purpose other than being for drinks? So yeah, so it has to have it must have a clear view of the sky. Bars, other see-through shapes are acceptable to be placed above. So yeah, one can do their own testing with that. Vending machines have had quantities increased, including specialized drinks, due to water used in crafting. Glue also has been increased in loot. That is awesome. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the dew collector and place it down. All right, look at that. That's quite a big thing. Nice. Okay, look at that. And then over time, it fills this. So I think if we go here, we can speed up the game. So you can see the game time speeding up. Look at this. You can see it now speeding up with the game time being that fast. So that took now several hours here. Oh, look, now we have 1 jar of water. So let's let it go through the day. The second one. So it said 3 jars at approximately 24 in-game hours. Okay. Excellent. So there you go. No, it's 24. Over 24 hours, you get 3 jars. So if you have... So theoretically, then every, 24 divided by 3. My maths is awful. What is that? 7? Someone says 7.5, something like that. So every 7 hours or so, you get like a jar. The water filter you get at the trader. So we can check that out when we get to the trader in a second. So let's pause this here for a second. Let's head over to the notes and continue going through. Crafting skill system. Crafting unlocks have been moved out of the perk system into a new crafting skill system. Players will need to read various quantities of crafting skill magazines in order to progress through the crafting tiers. These magazines are found in loot containers, zombie loot bags, airdrops given as quest rewards, or sold by traders. The crafting skill system solves 2 issues. Players won't be able to skip the progression of tool and weapon tiers. Previously, players could max out a perk's crafting quality unlock with primitive tools and weapons, and then instantly craft higher tiers once the materials were found or unlocked. Yeah, okay, what's the problem though is that previously players could max out a perk's crafting quality. Unlock with preventive tools and weapons and then instantly craft higher tier once the materials were found unlocked. A good example of this would be a stone axe that could be crafted at quality 5, but the iron and steel pickaxes could be crafted at the same quality level. Okay, so what they want now is they don't want us to be able to do that anymore. Okay, I see. So let's go back here for a second, and to test this best is we need to do I think this is how it works, is it? Yeah, we have 7 points to spend, so we're now level 8. So let's have a look and see. So we have perception didn't really change much here, but I think what they've done now is, as part of these, stamina costs are... Yeah, so you will see in strength, they talk about this in the patch notes in a second, Sexy Saurus is gone, yeah? But instead, they've done it now in a way that that rather than applying a stamina benefit to everything you do, they now have it part of the individual weapon one. So if you look at this, it says stamina costs are reduced by 8%, stamina costs are reduced by 15, and so on, so until killing blows. Which I suppose is okay, because if you specialize in something, yeah, you will spend points in it and you should get better at it. It actually makes absolute sense, because if I go and put points into Spear Mastery, I didn't want to have to put also points into Sexy Saurus, you know, because I always was forced to go into Strength, go into Sexy Saurus. So actually, that on the surface, this looks like a good change. Unless they want us to think it's contaminated. Hey, Kickz, do you think spears are going to be more relevant this patch? I think so, because they have a right-click attack now, which is really good. Because why throw the spear? It never made sense, really, that you can throw it, because it was gone. You had this amazing upgraded spear, and then it was gone. The wolf that caught it with its face just run off into the distance. Buy a spear, won't see you again. Can you imagine, like, you have like a steel steer, and that's it. Lord Dobby, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I see what you're saying, but again, it's a survival game. Day one, you don't have one of those. Yeah, exactly. So as long as the balance feels right. I mean, you have to actually play a game. I mean, this is all theocrafting right now. You actually have to play the game to see if it feels like you have to grind too much or not. Because some things might look like they're grindier, while other things might actually have changed for the better, and it kind of balances each other's out. But we'll see. Anyway, so we can see here what it says in the patch notes, that if you had your axe, your stone axe, which I guess was part of construction, was it? Chainsaw and auger. Everyone to start with increased tool damage, but 10 maximize your mining efforts, and then yeah, that's what we used to have. And pluck damage with any axe and picks. So if we put points into this, it no longer increases the quality of the axe. So we have the stone axe. We also can change the quality now of items, which is really, really awesome. But if I now put a point into here, into minus 69er, it's still 1. So, okay. Huh. Okay. Okay, this could be something because I'm in debug mode, so let me just get out of it. Oh, no. Okay, there's some weird thing there under... don't know where that is coming from. I have no idea. It's probably one of those. Ah, okay, so now everything's based on magazines. So harvesting tools Oh, reading tool digest will increase the quality of crafted harvesting tools. Boost loot odds with minus 69er. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, again, you would have to play the game to actually see how this works, how it feels, because looking at this and basically sitting here going like, I say I want a sledgehammer build, yeah. So I'm gonna put points into the sledgehammer, and that will increase find more sledges and parts and loot. So putting points into the sledgehammer will make sure that the loot I find, I will have a higher chance of getting sledgehammer magazines or whatever this is called. Sledgehammer magazines than other weapons. Okay, so yeah, that might actually work out well, depending how much you get in magazines. I mean, we would have to look at loot to actually see exactly if that's going to be a grind or not. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on this until I actually played it and tried it out. So let's see. So we need to read. It's like school all over again. I still don't know how to do my taxes. By the way, need to read more. Yeah, Bonnie. That's why I have an accountant. I don't do anything myself. So removes the crafting unlocks from perk classes. That's the second, what they call a benefit. Players are no longer required to perk into various classes to obtain the unlocks. All crafting skills can be unlocked by all players. The unlocks are removed from perks. However, each level of a perk will be given a probability boost to a certain magazine. So yeah, if I want to work with sledgehammers, I put a point into sledgehammers. Now, an example would be the perk Boomsticks, giving a boost to finding more shotgun weekly magazines. Now, this sounds like it works very well logistically, but hear me out on this, yeah? A lot of times, especially if you're playing a game for the first time, you don't have a plan. Like, I don't like playing games where I have to, before I even start, have to plan out how I'm gonna play the game. So when I start in a new world, I go and the first weapon the game has me craft unless they changed it in the system is a wooden club. So the first weapon I get is a wooden club. Now, I might actually like that wooden club right now because it's the only weapon I have. So I'm gonna start putting points into the wooden club. So I start putting points into pummel Pete. I start into whatever it is for clubs. Yeah, into pummel Pete. But later on, I do want to actually start focusing on sledgehammers. Because that's what I eventually want. Mystical Gaming, how are you? Thanks so much for coming, G4K Ninja. Very much appreciated. So you used to level perk based on what you found looting. Now your leveling perks will affect what you find. Exactly. Yeah. So again, on paper, that looks like logistically really good, but I'm kind of worried it removes a little bit out of the unknown adventure. Like a lot of people play these games are saying, screw it, I don't care. Whatever weapon I find is the one I'm going to use. Yeah. And then if I find a better weapon, I use that. But now if I start off with the club and I put points in Pummel Pete, I completely removed now the chance. I lowered the chance now to get magazines in weapons I actually want for my end game. Or potentially want. I don't know, because I might find a better weapon later. So say I'm level 2 here, so I'm gonna go, I spent more points in this. I'm gonna go level 2 and level 3 here. Great. But then I find in the loot a skull crusher, like a sledgehammer. I'm like, great, I'm gonna use this now, yeah? But all the magazines I now mainly find are club magazines, like for clubs. So now I lowered the chance of becoming better with a sledgehammer. So I'm not sure. Again, I'm 50-50 on this because I think they play tested obviously all this. So I'm sure that they have tested this, and that it works. So Yeah, sorry about that. So basically, all I was saying is like, so I put 2 points into Pommel Pete because I start off with a club, and I obviously want to get stronger. You know, I want to do more ouch. You know, with the club. But then day two, I find, or day three, I find a sledgehammer, but I have no points in it. I have no points available. I'm kind of going, okay, so now I want to go and focus on Skull Crusher, but now the loot system already prioritizes the club magazine over the other weapons. So, which means I'm not only at the mercy of RNG in the first place to get a better improved weapons. I could be unlucky and never find a magazine for a sledgehammer, but I'm also now even lowering the chance even further by raising the chance for the of the clubs. So basically, my whole point is that you want to be very careful where you spend your points. Right now, don't spend points in anything basically until you're very, 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 very sure that's where you want to go, which maybe is not how most people play games. I don't know. So let me play devil's advocate. Grandpa's Forgetting Elixir. Yeah, Grandpa's Forgetting Elixir is expensive as balls, and you won't be having that after the first two Horde Nights. So when you come across Horde Night 3 and you're forced to use these shitty little weapons that you have because you just can't find anything for the other weapons, then I think you're kind of at a loss. And the elixir is not going to be something you can afford, craft, or use. So yeah, but again, I'm not saying it's bad at all. So let me rephrase this. I think it looks like a very good system on paper. We just would have to physically play it to see how it feels actually playing it. So, oh, elixirs cost 6k now. Okay, well, there you go. If it's cheaper, it just means you have to constantly respec. Okay, so, which is fine. So, yeah, anyway, so again, I'm positive about this. I think it looks really good. I think it could work well if it's not too RNG. So, that's the whole idea. Perk overhaul when crafting unlocks. Moving to the new crafting system, they removed Sexy Saurus. We looked at that. So, basically, all the stamina is now coming from the individual perks, which makes sense. Absolutely. So that is actually kind of a midway between action skills and what we had before. So it's not quite action skills. Action skills is, you know, I get better by using. So the more I hit zombies over the head with a sledgehammer, the less stamina I use over time on the sledgehammer. So, you know, that's what I prefer. But this is kind of like a nice halfway meet. If you missed it in chat, Razak said in the dev streams that once you reached max of skills max, they would start showing up less. Yeah, but that's 75. You're talking again. In my head, I'm thinking this would happen after the fourth Horde Night or something. And most games, you kind of, I don't know. The early game is usually, I don't know. Again, it sounds very good, but we would have to play it actually to see, how it works. Flurry of blows have been moved into each attribute as a new perk. Perception, quick and perceptive. Oh, that's really good. Quick and perceptive, strength, big and fast, lightning hands, whirlwind, and calculated attacks. That sounds actually pretty cool. So we have perception, quick and perceptive. Yeah, there you go. They're very nice. So that's like kind of the speed and the attack. That is pretty awesome. Big and fast. Big and fast, baby. How can you not make a pun? Sexy Saurus is gone and big and fast came in. Well, there you go. Generation of performers out, and the new generation of performers in fortitude, lightning hands, and then whirlwind, and then calculated attack. Are we still able though to start with a bat? With a baton on level 1, or is the baton now gone? What you can do is to make the stone weapons and spec into it to get the game to give you that more. They were supposed to implement all this 2 alphas ago. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Now this feels like home. Very good, Josh. Thank you. Big and fast seems like a performance issue to me. For veterans, it isn't a problem. For new players, it's very punishing. Yeah, exactly, Tio. Like, my concern about the whole thing with the perks and everything, the changes is, veterans are fine. We don't care because we kind of understand all this. We fully understand how this works. Well, to a certain extent, yeah. Obviously not everything. And I know what mistakes not to make. and that's fine. But somebody experiencing the game for the first time, they might feel it's a little bit forced in a lot of ways, you know. But anyway, again, you would have to look at somebody who's playing this for the first time and get their feedback on that. Master Chef allows players to cook faster with each level. That's nice. Lockpicking moved to intellect. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, you need smarts, I guess, to pick a lock. Grease Monkey grants the ability to use fewer repair kits when repairing vehicles, which makes actually sense. Zombies and animals are now killed nearly instantly when hit by a vehicle, but the vehicle takes more damage. That's something that has to be tested, of course, because I believe some people were worried that they now have to have constantly repair kits on them, you know, with their vehicles. Perk book reworks. Yeah, so all the stuff I'm not going to read out. You can go and look at that yourself. The patch notes are pinned above in the chat. It is mind-blowing how powerful rifles are now. Literally, pop zombies' heads with ease with a boost of headshots when using the pipe, hunting, lever action, and sniper rifle. The spear has gotten a rework. After much consideration, we decided to make it work like other weapons and exchange the throw for power attack. That is awesome. This makes the spear a much better sneak attack. I think, was it Darkness Falls that also changed that, which I preferred a lot because I love playing the spear. I just hate constantly throwing at it because when I miss, I have to go chase after it, pick it up, turn around, throw it. It just never made, it never was a lot of fun. So, much better sneak attack weapon. Oh yeah, we have to go for a full spear build, actually. Like, this sounds nice. The bandits have been deferred. They lost their way into Navezgane. Somebody gave them the wrong map, so it will take them probably another year before they get to Navezgane. Recipe tracker, we've looked at that. So the recipe tracker, if you joined late, what that basically is this here. So I can go and say, hey, what do I need? Track. There you go. 10 planks. Great. I have that. You can only track one thing. Whatever you track goes to the top of the log list here. I guess, yeah, it just goes to the top here. And you can only track one. So if I track this, it replaces this. It would be nice if they would allow you to track multiple, similar to a favorite, that they basically only show you one tracked recipe here, but have another icon here that it would be the tracked icon, and then anything I tracked shows up there. So that way I could go, okay, I tracked these 3 items, great, and I can show up to 5 maybe here or something. That would probably be a nice little enhancement, like which probably mods will do. But yeah, that would be nice to have like a favorite and a track list, you know. So that would be pretty sweet. Because a track list also means you could kind of put in an order where you go, okay, I need to craft this by the next Horde Night, this, and this, and this, and you can put yourself a nice little list together. Poke the Z was a stick. Also, the bum hole is guaranteed a critical hit. Yes, last time I started the game, I nearly threw up hearing them zombies again. Okay, I think you don't like the sound of the zombies, Peter. I'm not sure. You're very vague about this. Again, just saying. Starting to question even Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. It needs to be all tested, yeah. So, I mean, that's our job, like, you know, during experimental, like, once everybody gets their hands on it on Monday, people will just throw all the bugs at them saying, hey, you know, quality of life, this needs to be changed, yada, yada, yada. So, let's have a quick look at the next part. So, the recipe tracker, crafting quality selection. It is likely that you encountered a common problem after... Yeah, that is great. So, what this is referring to is the whole issue we had with quality, and that pissed me off so much. Like, I was finally getting enough steel to make my steel axe, yeah, but because I wanted perks to like to do a bigger impact, you know, so excuse me, so I would have leveled up a lot of the stuff already. Or say you have magazines, like in this case, what, like say clubs, yeah. So our current wooden club that we craft is level 1. That's what you craft when you start the game. It's gonna be part of the quest. And there you go. This is what you start with. Pow pow, you know, zombie in the face. Oh, that car broke. Actually, we're doing quite a lot of damage with that club. So there you go. Yeah, pow, zombie in the face. Now, the problem we had before is like steel would come along and you would save up for steel, but then you spend a couple of points in that. So let's actually spawn in some club magazines. That's the big hitter. Oh, okay. Improves clubs crafting skills. Yeah. So let me see. At what point do we get better crafting now? So if I go to clubs, I need another 2. Okay, so I read 1. 2. Oops. Ah, okay, so now I'm level 3. Okay, it doesn't upgrade if you... Okay, that's a kind of a visual bug. So when I'm on it, then I can see the wooden club is separate to the baseball bat. Okay, so if I find a baseball bat, so I can't craft a baseball bat. Okay. So the way they have done this now is I have to read a shit ton of magazines. So the baseball bat has been prioritized higher now than the wooden club. Okay, so now I can make level 2, yeah? And what happened before is like, now it's like, say, 5 wood. But what they've done, oh, actually, the wood cost doesn't change. Great. The one thing we use as an example doesn't bloody change in resources. So let's read some more magazines. We read 2 more. So now we can make level 3. And 2 more, it's level 4. And I guess 2 more is level 5, no? There we go. So now we have level 5, yeah. Usually the cost gets bigger and bigger. Oh, now I unlocked baseball bats. So now I can craft a baseball bat. And I would assume that a baseball bat level 1, if it's considered higher than a level 5 club, it has to be stronger than the club. Much stronger. So I have a level 5 club now. I read another magazine. I now unlock the baseball bat. So I now have leather, duct tape, and forged iron. And I now can craft a level 1 baseball bat, which is terribly slow. So let's see if we can spawn a level 1 in. Yeah, there you go, baseball bat. So if I would now switch to the baseball bat, I will lose damage. The power attack is weaker. The block damage is irrelevant. The stamina cost is higher. And my attacks per minute are less. So, and this again, this to me personally makes no sense. If the system the game provides me with is forcing me to go level 5 club to level 1 baseball bat, then the level 1 baseball bat should be better than the level 5 wooden club. This makes no sense to me. Because why do I, like you know the way in RPGs or any games you're always looking forward to the next unlock, yeah? Because you kind of go, oh nice, I finally reached the next tier, I can wear now better armor, yeah? And the lower level of that higher tier is still an upgrade. Well, here it isn't. So what's the point for me looking forward to this? Now, if I go to the steel club, the level 1 steel club, I'm assuming that's gonna be much better though. So we have a level 1 steel club here. So if I go here, yeah, the stamina cost is more, which makes sense. Yeah, this as well. The stamina cost makes sense because it's a heavier weapon, like, yeah. But the steel club, the level 1 steel club, is what I would have expected, nearly half or 50% of that increase of damage. I would have loved to see here in the baseball bat. So I don't know. It shouldn't be different, like, because it should be, unless they have RNG. But yeah, we're gonna have a look. I'm sorry for the interruptions. I have to go downstairs again to the main door. Like, somebody keeps going at the door. I'm sorry about that. 1 second. You can ponder on this for a second. So you had enough time to ponder that question now. Yeah. Do you think the baseball bat, the crafted baseball bat level 1 should be stronger than a level 5 club, seeing that the game tells you it's the one that comes after? Sorry, my chair. Sorry if you didn't hear me. So do you think a level 5 club should be weaker than a level... Yeah, they're slightly different. So there's some RNG to the crafting. You can see it here. This one that we spawned in is actually weaker. So let's destroy that. But it's still weaker. Yeah. Its melee damage is 3.9 hit points weaker. Like, in my opinion, the baseball bat level 1... Oh my god, that means actually that a level 5 baseball bat will be so much more stronger than a steel club. That is insane. Craft level 5 mace. Mystic Gaming Hype, thank you so much. My chair is trash. When I come back from my holidays, I'm gonna have to buy a new chair. My chair, the back of my chair keeps falling off. It's a very cheap chair. My gaming chair broke a while back, and we exchanged it for an office chair. It was just handy at the time, but oh my god, it's such a piece of trash. It keeps falling apart every time you look at it funny. Thank you so much for the $5. Logic Progression says yes. Game Mechanics says no. Yeah, wood is more satisfying to swing than steel. So yeah, so again, personally, I'm not a big fan of this. I think level 5 should always be the level 1 baseball bat should be slightly stronger, because you can't even unlock a level 1 baseball bat now from a crafting system. So if we go and want to craft, we can only craft a baseball bat after we unlocked level 5 crafting in the wooden club. So the game tells me baseball bat is better, but it's not. So yeah, that kind of seems weird. Hopefully it's something that they can look at, because I would be so pissed off if my level 5 stone sledgehammer would be stronger than my level 1 iron sledgehammer that I spent tons of forged iron on to craft. So if we have a stone hammer here, a level 5, now I take them out from here, and then we have the iron hammer, the iron sledgehammer. We need level 1. There we go. Yeah, you see, that is exactly what I expected to see. That is what I expected to see. Going from stone to iron. And if the wooden club and the baseball bat are kind of like similar, then just remove, make the baseball bat a steel baseball bat and remove the steel club, you know? Or make it an iron baseball bat and do the same that you did here. Yeah, so, and when I have a level 1 steel sledge, there we go. The level 1 steel sledge is much stronger. Now, you might get problems with a level 5 iron sledge, because iron to steel might not be, yeah, so they're kind of the same strength. Again, it should always be a little bit stronger. I mean, I can understand the difference between iron and steel is not that much more amazing, so, but it still should be a bit of an improvement. So anyway, that is all debatable. It's all depending on who's looking at it, and I'm sure it's very opinionated topic. So my personal opinion is just, I always want to feel progress, especially if the game tells me this is the progression path. I want to feel I'm getting something better when I'm reaching that next tier of progression. That's just me personally, but anybody else might feel completely different. So exactly like the old alpha, craft only level 5. Exactly. Just, yeah, don't do anything. Just craft level 5s, and that's it. Get it over and done with. So the thank you very much, Fade. Very much appreciated. So let's get on with the with this loot balancing. Considerable attention has been devoted to achieving balance in various aspects of the game. This includes fine-tuning the availability of food and water, ensuring quest rewards are appropriately balanced, refining trader inventories to offer a fair selection of items, and distribution and crafting skill magazines. So, which now means if we have a trader, we what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the traders now in a second because I don't know really how I can find one. Actually, I can find one on demand. I think that we can actually find a trader by TPing over to one, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go to debug mode, and then we can go teleport. Oh, that was just random. Okay. Is there not a way to teleport to a trader to see the list of teleport? Yeah, OpenPOI teleporter. So if I go Trader Joe, yeah, sure. Let's go to Trader Jen. Let's have a look at Trader Jen. Oh, look at the new trading depot. Oh, look at this baby. What? Oh, you're kidding. Jen. Balls to the wall. That is amazing. That is so cool. Oh my god, it's a helicopter pad. That is so awesome. I mean, it makes sense. Jen is the clinician, so it makes absolutely sense. There's like all that. Oh, this is so cool. And there she is, our favorite lady of the game.
In the wasteland.
How are you doing, Jen? Eyes up there. Okay, sorry. Not making it easy. Ah, no, I made my mind up. Do you have any jobs? May I see your inventory? So, loads of things like beakers, aloe vera, I guess Furious Fist, medical journal, tech plant, home cooking, and they're only 300. So this is actually not bad. So if you can't find a magazine, you might get lucky with the trader having the magazines you need. And okay, this is more expensive, but they seem to be only 300, which means they're quite affordable. That's really good. Roleplay, yeah.
Don't let a zombie dog bite you in the ass on your way out.
Why?
And if he does, hey, we'll take care of it for you.
Okay, but now I'm worried that you have zombie dogs here inside your area. What's behind that door? Well, that's how you get to Jen. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's have a look at the vending machines. Oh, look at that. We have a Fizz Colo. That's awesome. Oh, the learning elixir is 750. That's pretty cool. That's actually quite cheap. And then we have the shits bits. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the elixir. So if we go elixir, this one, we can sell it for some cash. So may I see an inventory? So we can sell it. But what do you sell it back at? What is the price to buy it? It's 6,000. So we can sell 5 for 2,000. So they're like what? Shit, my maths are terrible. Like they're 100 each. No, they're 400 each. So 6,000. Okay. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
It would be nice if you could like
again.
target skill points so you don't have to reset all of them. But hey ho, that's just quality of life, I guess. So this is really cool. I like that trader. So what did I actually want to check on the trader now? Loot balancing. Yeah, okay. So for the loot balancing, we have medical stuff, tools. There's some stuff here which is nice. There's reading materials, robotic drone, armor plating schematic. There's resources here, of course. There's the water filter. So the water filter costs 1,500. And that's what you need. So if I buy this...
Thanks for the business.
It doesn't unlock the dew collector, though. But it needs the water filter. So the dew collector is actually something you're not going to be able to craft until probably day 2 or 3, especially at the cost of the filter. You need workstations 2 unlocked. So you need to find... Oh, great. So you need to get lucky. Reading Forge ahead will unlock various tiers of workstations in the tools. No. No. You are kidding me. I'm now at the mercy of RNG to even... I mean, I was at the mercy of RNG, well, kind of, yeah, but hang on a second, like, so does that mean you're now faster to the costed workstation? Oh, items craft faster. Oh, no way. So yeah, that's it. You no longer have a day one workbench. It's not gonna happen. Holy shit. So I can't... So how do I get the forge? Each of these should be separate because, again, you see, they're telling us the tier, which implies an order of importance, yeah? So I'm assuming the forge is something we can always craft. So the forge is by default something we can craft, I guess. Oh, no. What? Workstation level 5? Oh, shit. Yeah, there you go. Level 1, level 2, level 5. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Whew, okay, you have to do a lot of running around and looting now, which is good. So I guess that's good. You have to find books for everything. Yeah, so that could be... It could be good, it could be bad. So again, I don't like to... I'm not going to be negative about it because, again, I'm sure they play tested this several thousands of hours or hundreds of hours, yeah? And if it wouldn't work, they wouldn't release it, yeah? So I'm assuming it works well, it works out, but if you could theoretically end up in a scenario at a horde night where you have not even... At a second horde night where you don't even have a forge, I would be extremely annoyed at RNG. Yeah, it probably will get tweaked, yeah. But it looks good. I mean, on paper, it looks good. I kind of like the idea because I see where they're coming from. They want you to go more out and loot. And if you find everything quite decently, like, so say, for example, if they loot, if their loot table includes kind of a little bit of work, anything you need in the first couple of weeks, it has a couple of those magazines in the loot. That's great. We just have to go out, start doing missions, you know, get the first 2-3 missions done before the first horde night, then build up your defenses. That's great. And if it works and it's balanced like that, beautiful. That's exactly what you want, yeah, because you want people also, you want to force them to go out and loot, yeah, which is obviously a big part of the game. So it makes sense. You don't just want to sit there, hit zombies over the head, and then spend your experience on perks to get everything unlocked. Going out into the world, having to loot, it makes actually a lot more sense, you know. The RNG factor of it is scary, but, well, it is what it is. Forcing everyone to the same playstyle sucks. Yeah, again, it depends how much is removed. So, but again, we will hear more about that once people start playing it, I guess. The introduction is starter quest. We're going to look at the starter quest in a second. It will help people that are novice and experienced. Hoodless mod. So the hoodless mode actually looks really good. I like that quite a lot. Let me actually just turn it off again. So you can now play, before when you pressed F7, it removed everything like this. Yeah, you couldn't even see anything to interact with. Like closing the gate, you can't interact with anything. It's kind of a photo mode. So we do that. we go into flight mode, you know, and we hide our weapon. Like, and it should actually hide our weapon as well. I think they should add that. Now that they have two F7s, they should hide the weapon in the last one, because otherwise I always have to go and select my hands, and then they're still in the screenshot, which is very annoying. But what I do know with one is everything is removed, but you still see the interaction part. So you basically can just play more immersed, I guess. Yeah. Which is kind of nice. I actually like that. It would be very scary for life and for not seeing your health. That would be terrible. But, I mean, the HUD overall is pretty clean as well. But I do like the idea of having an immersive mode where you just have to be careful, you know, for your health and all that. So that, yeah, that's not bad. I like that. F7 again will not only hide the crosshair, it will go into photo mode. So it's more than the crosshair. It actually completely removes also all sort of interactions except you're hitting something. But F7 is now hoodless, and then F7 again is photo mode. That's what it's called. So let's have a look at the next thing here. Spawn near backpack. And this update, an exciting new feature has been introduced for respawning after death. Oh, yeah, we have to test this. Okay, so now we have beds and we have spawn closer to a backpack or near backpack option. So say I have a bread roll. Yeah. Oh, they look nice now. Look at that. Fancy pants. I love it. So we have a bread roll here. Get the nice blue one. And let's put it down somewhere over here. So let's fly here into this direction a little bit. There we go. Let's put it down here. So here's my bed, yeah? Now I'm gonna go all the way over there. And I'm gonna die here. So let's go up. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try out the spear as well, yeah. Okay, so spawn on my bed, spawn near my bed, or spawn near my backpack. So let's see where near my backpack is. I know the image is still the same. Yeah, it's very funny. So where's my backpack? That is actually awesome. So if it does like bring you 60 meters in average in a circle around your backpack, that is really awesome. Oh man, that is so great. Because what I had to do before was like multiple beds, bam, 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 yeah, and then you couldn't go back to the other bed because you had to go bam, 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 put a hole. You basically keep finding. If I'm traveling across like a huge part of the map, you will find from here to here like at least 5-6 beds, yeah, just in case I die. So being able to adventure out now and not worrying about constantly where your backpack is, where your bed is, and actually just getting the option to spawn near my backpack, that is perfect. I think that's absolutely fantastic. No, the point of the bedroll was never for that. The point of the bedroll was that you can prevent zombies from spawning around the area where you have your bedroll. That's kind of your claimed area. So I would argue, what's the difference between a bed and a claim block? Theoretically, I think the bed should just turn into a claim block, and they should remove the claim block, because a bed is more, and then they should give us the option to craft different type of beds to be used as a claim block. So I think they should just combine bed roll and claim block functionality and just have only one, because theoretically they're doing the same thing. You all too harsh. The game is in alpha stage. Yeah, sure. Nice try, Oshi. Um, it went into alpha before my daughter was born. She's 14 now. No, it's not that bad, is it? Is it? Nearly. It's nearly there. Anyway, 10 years, yeah. Somebody could have a whole new generation of children playing the game at this stage. But anyway, nobody's saying anything bad. Like, this is good. I think this is a really, really good change they made. So let's have a look at the next part. Vehicle damage. Vehicle collision takes more damage, but also causes more damage to repair. So now let's try this out. Let's get into the vehicles. Wandering Horde changes we can't really on demand try out. You guys just have to play the game to be able to experience it. But they're basically stopped now wandering hordes before Horde Night, so that you don't constantly get that, that one wandering horde that you get like just literally as Horde Night is about to start. It's like, oh my god. Yeah. So Twitch extension changes, I'm not going to go into it. Performance and optimization, again, you can read that all for yourself at the pinned link to these patch notes. But let's have a look at the vehicle damage. So let's give ourselves a good car. Oh. Okay, so let's actually get rid of all of that as well. And just have the car here. Okay, now we also need is down here on the main road. We need yeah, let's start with Joe. Good. Okay, now we activate the zombies. Oh crap. Deactivate the zombies, get some fuel. Okay, 2,500 fuel. Where did the zombies go? Why is this so slow? Why do they keep disappearing? Okay. Okay, this is the last time. I'm gonna have to go downstairs. 1 second. We're gonna try killing zombies now. Yeah, sorry about the interruptions. I probably have to cut the stream a bit shorter today as well. So my apologies for that. So why are these guys constantly disappearing? Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, so that was kind of satisfying. Let's quickly turn around. So I like that. That is really, really cool. What about reverse? Okay. Let's try it out with a motorbike. I got XP for that. Actually, that's good. Yeah. So let's try out the motorcycle. Blue. I wanted a blue one. Okay. Come on. Oh, look at that. I thought that was a mod. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's fill her up. And what's the space actually like? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 by 9. I don't know if that's the same as Alpha 21. No idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could have made it an even 10, but nonetheless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 by 9. Okay. So now, hey, look at that. So F6, more zombies. Okay, so we actually get hit a lot. Okay, so you will... Oh, look at that. Even the concussion, broken arm. So you're not safe doing that. That is interesting. Even get infected. I mean, it makes sense. They're grabbing you. Yeah, you can get seriously messed up doing that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree that this is perfect. Like, yeah. And what's the damage though? So it does a lot of damage to the bike. So what about the bicycle though? Oh, I was looking for the gas option. Oh shit, I'm in God mode. Yeah, let me turn it off. Well, I went wheels first into the face of the zombie. Right into its nuts. So, single zombie, you might be okay. So, single zombie, I think you're okay. terrible. Let's do that again. Yeah, so single zombie, good. Oh, what's the damage? Actually, I can't see. Why do I not see a health bar on the bike? Oh, now I see it, yeah, when I'm in God mode. So, I don't even see a health bar otherwise. So, we do a lot of damage as well. Like 71, yeah, he's dead. He's nearly dead. 2 more. Try to wheelie him over. Wow, we're grinding through his yeah, he died. So ride or die, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with this actually. I was a bit worried that with a car, you know, plowing through hordes of zombie immediately destroys the car, but yeah. So how many health kits does it take now though to fix? So we have currently 25, so that was 1, 2, oh my god, 3, 4, 5. So why did they change that? Why did they change it to using 1 at a time? Why can't you just heal it up again and it just uses the health kits as many as it needs? There must have been a reason for that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe because somebody had like 3 kits and they didn't want to use all 3 of them on repairing the car. So they wanted to repair car a little bit. And yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. It also puts a little bit more urgency on you having to repair the car. It takes a little bit more time. So if you're in a zombie infested area, yeah, I mean, I understand. It's good. So let's have a quick look through the rest. So Wandering Hordes, you have to play it to realize that performance optimizations, fair enough. Network improvements, okay. Server administrator, that's all stuff that you guys can look up as you want for yourselves. Other changes, okay, modding nodes. And then here's the change log. So they added lots of technical things and vehicle particles on, particle damage. So there's a lot of graphical things and functional things for when you're in debug mode. So let's, okay, I don't think there's any more. Oh, wrench, ratchet, impact driver. So there's little things like that where sounds have been changed. Trader's been hit sound. Yeah, turned on the airdrop markers by default. That's great, actually, because I kept turning them on. So there's a lot more things in here that you're going to have to read for yourself if you want to go through it. I'm not going to go through every single item here, obviously. They made some changes to how MasterChef works, which they kind of already mentioned. Their Grandpa's Forgetting Elixir has a low chance to be found in Tier 5 loot chests. So, okay. So they now made it more appealing for you to find something and then to respec. So I kind of like the idea of it. However, I think it would be nicer if the Forgetting Elixir wouldn't return all the points to you. What I think should happen is, and this is just a quality of life thing, yeah? We have to test now the rest, like spears and guns. We're going to do that now. So if, sorry, what was I talking about? Damn it, I forgot, hang on. Yeah, so the Forgetting Elixir. So this is just a quality of life thing, yeah? If you have a elixir, a Forgetting Elixir, yeah? Instead of resetting all your skill points, yeah? What I think it should give you is a 5-minute buff or a 10-minute buff, yeah, in which you can freely move points around, yeah. So because say for example the only thing I want to change is Pommel Pete to Skull Crusher. So I want to take these two out and I want to put these two in, yeah. I should be able to drink and then only make the changes I want to. So say I already have like tons of points spent in here or tons of points spent in here, you know, things like that. Then I don't want to reset that necessarily. Yeah, I might only want to do some minor changes. So I think there should be a little button here when you drink it that says reset all. Or you should be able to click on the individual checkbox and remove it. Or you have a little, you know, like this here, click here, where just everything is reset. But I think it should be a timed buff rather than just removing all the points. So you can kind of move things around a little bit smaller. That's just a quality of life thing. It's great that they lowered the price, to be honest, and that it's found in tier 5 loot. That's wonderful. Hopefully tier 5 is not too late, because again, veteran players, it's a huge difference. A new player, I would say somebody who's very new to 7 Days to Die, and I've watched Peon play, who's an MMORPG player, so he plays RPG games and all that, yeah. And he had a really hard time staying interested. The game wasn't giving him enough information. He didn't understand a lot, which made his which is normal. So it's just because the game doesn't give you a lot of the information. And the first Horde Night was fine, but after that, it was kind of like he didn't really progress in a lot of things. He should be progressing to prepare for Horde Night 2, because again, the game doesn't really tell you this. And what happens is the first experience of the average player most likely will not go past Horde Night 3. So, and I'm pretty sure that people will just restart the game. They will go, oh yeah, I'm not happy with that, I'm just going to restart. Yeah, they're not going to get to tier 5. They're not going to get to the point where they can buy the elixir. They literally will just restart the game. Yeah, so that's what I think. So I think the whole forgetting elixir and all that might be something that is not even needed. I mean, you're playing single player. Maybe they should literally just allow us to unselect the points and reselect them as needed. To be fair, I wouldn't see personally anything wrong with it. I don't understand why it should cost you 6,000 to reset your points. Maybe you should always be able to do that. That you go, oh, actually, I found a cool hammer. Yeah, I'm going to switch. I'm going to undo this and I'm going to put more points into my hammer. So who is it hurting if you could just always do that? You know, why have an elixir in the first place to do it? So anyway, but yeah, that's is going through the patch notes and looking at the game for patch notes. Now let's look at a few things. Like you guys said, the spear. Yeah. So let's take a nice spear and let's take a nice rifle. Let's take the action rifle. I love this little gun. 7.62 millimeter. Let's take a few of those. And there you go. All right, let's go right into here, into a level 3. And let's make some noise. Wake them up. That wasn't very far! Okay, the door is open. Anybody wake up? They only wake up by range, I see. Okay, so we want to see if we can shoot below a table. I like this. The smoke is a bit much. Is that normal? Why is there smoke coming out of a gun? Is that normal? I don't know guns. So under the bed. So can we shoot? Well, we need to go kind of below. Let me see if I go. Does it do damage to the bed or does it do damage to the ground? I think it did damage to the bed. Let me see. That's the wrench. Oh, not wrench. That's not what I was looking for. Hammer. I think they actually did make it. I think it was the floor. Yeah, it actually hit the floor here behind. So you can shoot underneath the beds, which is nice. That is awesome. So, can we shoot through the door? Nice. That is pretty sweet as well. So we can shoot through the door. Now, the test. Can we shoot through that? Let me just see. Nice. That's awesome. But this gun looks kit bashed. Yeah, exactly. So I would. Oh, the water looks nice. We're gonna have to check out the water next. Chairs. Chairs. What's in here? Why is that locked? Oh. I never knew that was a thing. Oh, hello. Oh! Crispy McCracker. That is awesome. Okay, so let's have a look at chairs. Chairs. Okay, let's put it. Shut it right in this. Oh my god. I can see birds are annoying as always. Oh, this is for the quest when this is a nighttime quest. Okay, so if we have a chair, let me pick, I don't know, a standard wooden chair. These guys here. So these guys. And then we have a zombie right here. Shooting the chair. Yeah. So chairs are still not a thing. What about table? So you have the dining room table here. Nice. Love it. Nice. Oh, that is lovely. I love that. That is very, very sweet. Okay, so chair still not a thing, so be careful with that. Tables are, beds are. That's great. Okay, can we see entrance actually? Can we see like a bullet entrance on the water? No. Okay. Okay, what about water? If we put a block there. What is it called now? Actually, no, we'll just craft some shapes. Okay, so. Not really what I wanted. I wanted to build the frames. Building block. That's what that's called now. Okay. Okay, so does that mean we can build proper underwater now? Oh, it still looks funny. No, it's still doing its funny thing. Ah, it's still funny. Oh, that's sad. Yeah. So when you build like that, it breaks the water. Yeah, you can only fix it by putting a block underneath. Well, it's better than nothing, though. Okay, can you go away? Okay, let's upgrade that. And put a door there and see if we can get rid of the water inside. Oh, water was always an issue, I know, yeah. And I think one of the sad parts is that any water mass they add, we can actually enable this so we can see the whole map. So any water mass they add, where's the biome overlay? Oh, wow. Are we crashing? Oh, there, biomes. So, if you go, any water mass they have in the middle here, yeah, anyway, is always going to be not very deep. I remember when we had really deep lakes, yeah, that was awesome because you could like kind of, we're thinking, oh, I'm going to build like a tunnel through the lake, you know, with bulletproof glass. And as soon as you started building, the whole water just started going completely apeshit. Oh, yeah, let's see if it... where's the dev tools here? It's this one, is it? Yeah. So if we remove this... Oh, nice. Okay. But how far? It looks like it's getting a bit lower here. Okay. So it seems it just multiplies because this is not getting any lower. And then I can just cut it off again. And now I have my own water source here. Huh. Okay, hang on a second. I want to see how far does it flow. So if I'm gonna take out all these. And then I remove this. Nothing. Okay. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, one multiplies. So if it comes from a water source, it multiplies. If it comes from a cut-off water thing here, it doesn't multiply, I guess. Okay. So anyway, let's quickly go in here. Put our door here. And then put windows here. Oh, thought we had a window. Can we not craft windows anymore? Where's these nice wooden windows? Oh, that is interesting. We can't do windows anymore. Oh, it's part of the shape block. Yeah, sorry. There you go. Thank you. So this one here. Yeah. So there's actually nothing in there. There's no glass in there. It's broken glass. So let's see if we can not have broken glass. Like this. Now the inside, theoretically, what we would need to do is interesting. So how would we get yeah, so you would have to somehow empty it first. I'm still getting pushed around by the water, so there's flow here. So what I think has to happen is I have to do this first. And then do this. Is this now getting rid of the water? No, because the door, yeah, the door is still. So you would have to completely remove everything. Oh, the door frame is separate? Interesting. So you have that. So building underwater is going to be very challenging now because you have to put the door here. Yeah, and it immediately fills back up. So you can't get rid of the water. This is going to be annoying. Yeah, so you have to create rooms which are completely water free. Then you have to leave one row space, and then you have to remove and then you can put your door in. You have to create like little quarantine rooms, whatever you call them. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So you have to do things like that. Yeah. And it's still there, is it? Yeah. Not as much, though. Excellent. So now the water is gone. And now we can put a door there. So I wonder if the water comes back in. If we... yeah. It comes back in, of course, because you open the door. So before, I think doors could kind of block water. Because they were like a block. But now because you can shoot through doors and all that, yeah. So interesting. It's gonna be interesting building underwater. You would need some kind of room where you could drain water, and I hope a mod would be able to add the ability to drain water out of a little area. That would be pretty amazing. Airlocks down, airlocks down from the surface, or airlocks down from the surface. Yeah, absolutely. So the only way in and out is from the surface. It's interesting though, because now we have buildings in the water, and the water doesn't go all spa on it, which is great, because before what happened is you would destroy a block underwater and the water would go complete ass wipe. Like, so now all we need is the ability to create an ocean or something, but the only water I have here is here, and they're usually not very deep. Oh, this is actually deep enough. Yeah, you could build something here. Like you start off with a little airlock. You know, something like that. That is actually quite deep. I like that. That's nice. I love it. And then you start building around it, and you just have to find a way of building where you can basically clear out each room. But you're gonna have a lot of blocks that you use just to fill in, to clear the water out. That is gonna be amazing. So even just for something as simple as that, like what you said, like an airlock, you would have to completely fill up what you want to get the water out of. Like here. I just want to do this as a little test now to see. How fast can you move underwater? If I'm not in God mode, it's very slow. Actually, it's not too bad. So this is me not using God mode. Of course, then you're gonna have to get back up here, so you're gonna have to leave one block lower. Here. And now, oh look, the water is still here. Why? Oh, because the water comes through the cracks, doesn't it? Yeah. You can see here, it comes through the cracks. So you would have to build a complete square. Is that not how it works? Oh yeah, I think we would have to put a block back in there and then remove it. No. It probably is because it's not upgraded. Okay, maybe that's it. Let me see. Nope. So it seems lake water will always be here. That is very, very strange. So much for my dream to build underwater. It's filling up from the bottom. No. But we have everything solved. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we can't build underwater. Maybe there is a way. Maybe it's always gonna be with a lake. It will always fill it up when you build in the middle of it. I don't know. We're just gonna finish this here, this one area, just to have a look at it. I just want to see if it's water, because the water behaves really nice now. There's no more funny behavior. The water is flowing still very, very nice. Nope, it's still there. That is very annoying. Yeah, so Cerulean, I'm looking forward to how you guys solve that with mods. Try a bucket. It just refills immediately. So now the question is, how does water behave when you do this? Oh. Did I miss a corner? No. Oh, I can't throw. Oh, there. Yeah, I can't throw underwater. That's interesting. Let's just stand here. Well, the water behaves fine. That's awesome. They did a good job with the water. Nice. Except the fact that you can't empty it out anymore now, which is a real pain in the ass. But, well, we'll see. You can light it up, but you can't throw it. Yes. Yeah, you could build a ladder, but then you still have the problem. How do you empty your room? So how do you empty a room with water? So if a water bucket, so if I put water here, why can I not empty here? Yeah, I can't empty my water bucket here for some reason. Very strange. Seems to be a bit finicky about that. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this stream here. That's all the time I actually had for today. So thank you so much for having a look at the changes in Alpha 21, at the new loot system, at the new perk system, and going through all the nodes. And I can't wait for everybody on Monday to start playing with it. And I can't wait to start playing tomorrow. We're going to do one more stream probably to play like for 3-4 hours. I'm not going to start a full playthrough because I'm gone on holidays then. But I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for all the support and for being here. Very much appreciated. And I hope you guys have a great evening and stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.